This is not a tutorial. I repeat, this is not a tutorial. My mother gave me this top which she wore when she was, I don't know what her age was, but it's kind of a boring look. And it's this gray, I think linen cotton top, and it has these cool as details, but it's too much of a formal look. And I just know that in the heart of it lies the potential for a hot girl summer outfit, and that's what I'm going to be making out of it. So my plan is to make this bustier cottagecore inspired, lazy, strangly, dreamy, roughly poofy top that I can wear it over my skirt, hopefully. So here is a little bit sewing history. So I made this wallet in hopes that if there is a god that exists, then they will see how much effort I'm putting on saving my tablet and will finally be kind enough to give me my Wacom pen that I lost. And then here is a cute person wearing a cute ass headband. So the cute headband was made by me, and the cute ass person was made by my parents. That's me, by the way. Okay, moving on. Sorry. Since I was going with the whole cottagecore aesthetic, I decided to do some plant stuff. Like cottagecore people do. So I decided to make this tea with like this thing called blue tea, which is kind of popular right now. And the flowers are growing in my garden, so I was just like, maybe I should try that. And I really like it. I mix it with a bit of tulsi, because tulsi gives that really nice smell and taste to water, because that blue water tastes like plain water, which is good enough, but like, I want to make it fancier. And then I pour some ASMR hot water onto it, and ta-da, here is some detergent water. Anyways, moving on. Now for the day one, this is the schedule with pattern. What I first did was separate the hands, the front and the back. Then I cloned one of my crop tops to make a pattern on newspaper, and then just cut it out on this. Pretty simple. And for the neck, what I did was I cut out the bulgy part. I wanted a square neck, so what I did was I took another piece of cloth, attached a paper stiff to the shape of the neck I want, and then I attached it to my initial cloth, right sides together, and I'll stitch them and then turn it inside out, and then it'll be a lot more of a cleaner look. So I once made it without the paper stiff or any other additional piece of cloth, and it just looks very weak, and the neck doesn't stand by itself. So this is what I did. And turn. Why is, yeah, okay, turn. Okay, yeah, so this is what the neck looks like now. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's very neat, surprised. And there are some stretches on the edge, there are some creases on the edges, but it'll go once you stretch it out. And then I took it to my sewing machine to stitch it up. And I really wanted to do an ASMR part for this too, where like I'll have these sound, but then the pigeons were not very good to me that day, so yeah, there you go, that's your ASMR. And then I did the same thing with the back neck, and with that it's done. Okay, so now moving to the back piece, I decided to change it up a bit. So the string part was kind of boring and kind of cliched, so I decided to erase it off. And then I decided to cut the back piece in half with my scissors, separate it, stitch along the sides to give a good edge, and then do some zigzag, Z, X, Y, any alphabet course say detail, and ta-da! It looks kind of fancy now. So for that, the first thing I did was cut the cloth in half and then stitched along the sides to like give it a lot more of a cleaner look. And then I took a piece of cloth which is like 10 centimeter by 50 centimeter or something, where I will attach loops on either side. So the loops are made by these thin piece of cloth. Oh, transition. Okay, these thin piece of cloth on both the sides. And for the string, I just took a long ass piece of cloth, scrap cloth in contrasting color. I stitched along the side, turned it inside out, and then again stitched along the sides to sew it and make it thinner. Then realizing that it's still way too thick and I should have just not been lazy and cut the strip in half in the first place. And then die trying to fold it in half, almost get fingers fractured, and stitching along it to make sure that the thread has no soul left in it, and then dragging the dead body for entertainment purposes. Anyways, for the shoulders and sides, you stitch the shoulders together and sides together. Yes, that's all the instruction I have for that. Right sides together, straight stitch, and ta-da! It's done. Day one is done. Okay, and I really like how the shirt came out. It's cute. The neck looks really, really good. To my surprise, it was my first time doing it, and I am obviously kind of very, very happy about it because it was my first time, okay, and it turned out cute, okay. So I have all the right to be this happy, okay. Anyways, with that, the day one is over. So, moving on to day two, this is what the schedule looks like, and we start off with hands. I hate stitching hands, but thankfully, I'm just using the hands that were already attached to the old dress, and the excess part, I'll just puff it up in the top to make it minute, puffy top. I wanted it to be a lot more puffy and like a lot more puffy, but then a very bad attempt at how to gather. But yeah, I have to work with what I got. Then I reduced the length of the hand to the size I wanted, and ta-da! Okay, so the sleeves turned out nice. It looks like I have shoulder pads, which is kind of cool. And now we'll move on to shaping. So for shaping the sides, I just wore it inside out, marked out the curves, and then stitched along, and then also reduced the length of the shirt to what length I wanted. I wanted a crop top, and then I attached elastic to the hand to make it at least puffy in the bottom, and it worked out pretty well. Looks cute. And yeah, fucked up the armpit part, but it's cute, so no one's gonna notice all that. And now to my favorite part, I'm gonna be embroidering. Okay, so fancy, for the embroidery, you might be wondering why I made such a fancy as title. It's not only because I kind of like embroidery, but it's also because I don't have any footage to show the actual thing that I did. So my battery kind of died in between this very bad speed montage embroidery part. Even though it's called a lazy daisy stitch, and I'm a lazy person making a daisy stitch, I still managed to mess that up, man. Like, that says a lot. I did it with a light purple color. I didn't want it to be too popping up on my this thing. And yeah, this is what it looks like now. And then after that embroidery, I finished up my shirt, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. Make your own clothes, people. It's a lot more gratifying, and you feel like you owe the clothes all the respect because it took you 40 fucking hours to make this tiny ass piece of cloth which don't even